Now what we're going to do is to this circuit, I'm going to connect a 7805 voltage regulator circuit. Now, let me take you to page 4. Go to page 4, figure 1 on page 4. Do you see that in figure 1 of page 4, we show the transformer? Then what do we show in the box? A diode rectifier, there's my diodes, and a filter capacitor, so that's the filter capacitor. And what comes out from there? DC voltage plus minus, okay? And to this circuit, I connect these IC chips. And so you've got a 7805. Let me take you to the next page now, page 5. On page 5, you see a table. And the first chip shown there is the 7805. What is the V out of the 7805?
5 volts.
5 volts. Then we have a 7905. What's the output of a 7905? Negative 5 volts. What about 7806? 6 volts. What about a 7815? 15 volts. Okay? So it's black magic. You put a 7805 here, and you'll get 5 volts out. You put a 7809 here, you'll get 9 volts out. You put a 7815 here, you'll get 15 volts out. There's one condition, and the condition is V in, which is this part here. So let's draw the 7805 first. Let's finish off the diagram on page 1. Go back to page 1 and finish off the diagram. And write down 7805 in the box. What's inside that 7805? That complicated circuit that we show, made up of transistors, something like 15, 20 of those transistors, 15 or 20 resistors, a number of Zener diodes, some capacitors. All of those are what make up a 7805. Okay? There is an in, there is an out, and there is a ground. Voila. You do this, you get 5 volts. There's one condition, and that condition is that if you want 5 volts out here, you have to have on this side, on the input side, a couple of volts higher than 5. Okay? So if you've got 7 volts here, you'll get 5 volts. If you have 8 volts, 9 volts, 12 volts, 15 volts, 20 volts, 22 volts, 24 volts, it doesn't matter what your input voltage is. You're going to get 5 volts out here.
Well, it does matter slightly because it has a max, right? Before it starts.
That's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
So that's on page 5. So go to page 5. What does it tell us for the V in for the 7805? What's the last column on page 5? 7.2 up to what?
25.
25. You see how I stopped at 24? Okay. So up to 25. Okay. So from about 7, 2 volts higher than 5, all the way to 25.
No problem.
No problem. You'll get a constant 5 volts. And what determines this 25 or 20 or 15? This part of your circuit. The transformer turns ratio, all that. And the capacitor. How smooth your output is. Right? So that's the 7805. Okay? And that's the circuit. So fix V out based on what your V in is. So if your V in is 6 volts, will it give you 5 volts? No. It might not work. If you have 3 volts here, Will you get 5 volts? No. It has to be 7 volts up to 25 volts.